All right, everyone. What I have here, I would classify as an unusual vehicle in that with its age and mileage, it is remarkable how good this thing runs and how nice it looks, especially on the outside. Let me tell you about it. I'll start her up, and now I'll tell you about it. This is a 1997 Ford Explorer. Now, I'm going to guess this is probably the XLT, and I'll confirm that in a little bit because it's got tons and tons of equipment. But check this out. For a 97, this thing only has 141,229 miles on it. You do the math and you will see that that is actually considerably low mileage for a vehicle of this year. This has the auto four-wheel drive, which means that the brain tells you, whether it needs to go in or not, or you can put it in 4x4 constant, 4x4 low. The four-wheel drive works perfectly. It's got tons of equipment, and let's start with the power windows. All right, let's see. Right rear, down, up, and that's nice deep tinted glass. All right, this side, down, up. Even has the nice rain guards, as you can see. Down, up, that's your left rear, and of course the all-important driver's window down and up. Oh, one thing I want you to look at, if you'll notice, there are no check engine lights, none of those annoying warning lights. Nothing. Only one is that your door's ajar, and that's because I have the rear hatch open for you. Mirrors. Let's do the left mirror. Works exactly as it should. Right mirror. Perfect. And that's the most important one, of course. This does have an AM/FM. Check this out. Come on, baby. I know it works. I just had it on before. There you go. Anyway, it does work, but it looks like that comes and goes, so you have to figure that out. Tune it, and anyway. Okay. So, but interestingly enough, it also has a 6-disc compact disc player. So you got your cassette, which I have no idea if that works. You got, so I don't know what's up with that. But whatever, it works. Who cares? Air conditioner works. As far as it's hard to tell today because it's, let me turn this off. It's not actually that cold out, but let's see here. We'll crank it up. And it feels like it's working. It's so hard this time of year to really tell. Honestly, if it doesn't work, it's not like the end of the world. Yeah, it sure feels like it's working. It's not the end of the world because, hey, you won't have to worry about it till next spring. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that I did have the air conditioner fixed in this. Now, the interior. Oh, wait. Tilt wheel, cruise control, horn. That works, as you can see. Let's do the windshield wipers, which are very important. I know they're working because it's sprinkling out today, so I'm trying to get this video done before it really starts pouring rain down. Rear wiper. I can't tell because the hatch is open. Rear window defogger, factory fog lights. Oh, electronic overdrive, which I've already checked. I know that works. Now, the interior is very clean, but it does exhibit some wear and tear in all the usual places. Typical Ford, leather seats. You can see somebody's butt has sat there. And of course, in the usual spot where you keep your arm on the armrest, there's some wear and tear. And the same can be said for the driver's seat. All right, let's go out. Oh, check this out. It's got auto headlamps, and it does have this little driver information center, but it doesn't light up. I don't know whether that's a fuse, what it is, but honestly, I have to say, on these 1997 vehicles, I don't go crazy putting a lot of money into them because I'll never get the money back. Oh, power seat on this side, and it does work because I have adjusted. There you go. You see it forwards, backwards, up, and down. Does work. And it's even got like the little bolsters and stuff here, power. So that's pretty neat. And as you can see, like I said, there is wear and tear on the seat. Now, easy fix, folks. $15 at Walmart, you get yourself a nice set of seat covers, and you'll see that'll make this thing almost perfect for an older vehicle. Floor mats, of course, actually in pretty nice shape. And you can see the floor underneath is very clean and very nice. Now, let's go, and we're going to check the tires. All right, left front tire. Let's see, let me feel that baby. Hey, that's not fantastic. It'll get you through the winter. That's probably about 60%. Rear tire actually is a Goodyear Wrangler, which actually is a nice brand. And don't get me, but look at this. It's got the white outline on this side, black walls out front. So if you want to make it look a little nicer, you swap them. That's up to you. This rear tire, though, has very good tread on it. I'm going to give that, geez, that's probably 80%, 85, maybe even 90. And this is where you want the good tread on a vehicle like this. You want them on the rear wheels because those are your main drive wheels. Even though it is four-wheel drive, most of the drive power comes from the back. All right, this side, Goodyear Wrangler. Looks like even a different brand on this side, but that's still in pretty good shape. I'll give that 80%. And right front tires, the same as the other side, white wall. And that's, like I said, 60%. So let's call this rear tires 80, front tires 60. Really nice, clean Ford alloy wheels. They look really nice, and they looks like they have the caps. Now, here's what's really special about this vehicle is the body. Black paint, nice, clean, shiny. I don't see any dings. I don't see any scratches on this side. Come down here, check this out. Molded running boards. Okay, and let's do what I always do. We'll go to this side. And as you can see how clean it looks, you know, a little bit damaged there, but again, folks, we're talking about a 97 vehicle. All right, let's go around the door jamb. There you go. And of course, let's do the door frame itself. And usually if there's going to be a rust issue, it's going to be like right here. And this one looks pretty good. All right, and that's the other thing that impresses me about this vehicle. Usually a 97 Explorer will be all rotted out. This one I'm sure has some little bits of rust in places, but nothing like they normally do. In fact, yeah, here you go. Looks like that's about the only spot so far we found is that little spot right there. Okay, let's go around. Surprisingly, just the tiniest little bit right there. So this side is actually really good. Look at the back seat. The floor looks really nice. The seats don't look all worn out. Looks like a, you know, little staining. I don't know what that is. Maybe from like a child seat or something that was there. But let's see here. We'll do your headliner. Not perfect. You know, I see a couple marks, but again, nothing. It's not like hanging down on your head or anything like that. Oh, let's do the roof. All right, you can see, nice, clean and shiny. It's got the full roof rack, as you can see, with the crossbars, which is always nice. And as I said, it's got the reflective deep tinted glass. All right, right rear quarter panel, a little ding right there and a little scratch there. So far though, this is actually turning out to be a really nice looking Explorer. All right, here's your rear bumper. The chrome is not rusted out. It's in nice shape. The plastic seems to be pretty decent. Looks like we got a little booger there. I don't know what that is. Here is your rear hatch compartment. Now remember, folks, these seats fold down, so you have all this cargo space from right here all the way up to the back of those front seats. So you actually will have quite a bit of cargo capacity in this thing if you need it. And it comes with the cargo cover. What that does is it just slides out and it hooks into these little things here, and it covers this area up so people looking in the windows and stuff can't see what you got. All right, let's go look underneath here. There we go. We'll see. Look, it looks like we got the spare tire right there. And there's your underneath. Okay, it has a ball hitch, which, you know, really you can't tow much with that. So I would say this vehicle probably was never towed with. Or if it did, it was only like a tiny little trailer or something, because it doesn't have like a hitch platform. So that's actually a good thing. And, you know, as far as I know, this thing probably just towed a church around, so probably was no big deal. All right, now, the rear hatch. My plate's in the way a little bit, but you can see there was a scratch right there on the back. But again, no rust, nothing like that. There's your wiper, rear window defogger. It's got the center mount stoplight. Let's see, control track, four-wheel drive. It is the XLT, like I told you I would confirm. Coming along this side, this is your left rear quarter panel. So besides just a couple minor scratches, beautiful condition. Look at that down there, how nice that is. All right, let's do the roof on this side. So you can see. And you can see again, the roof is in beautiful shape. All right, here is your passenger door. On the driver's side, very nice. Again, beautiful, nice molded running boards on it. And of course, here is the passenger side. This side looks a little grungier than the other side. I don't know why, but it is. And there's your seat. Again, not in bad condition. All right, let's do the door jamb. Now we'll do the door frame itself. Like I said, this is a real surprise, this Explorer. Look at that. There is like hardly any of the usual Ford rust, you would say. I have a 95 pickup truck here. It's a beautiful truck, but it's got the usual Ford rust. I mean, rotting out in all the places that, you know, they normally do. And of course, here's your driver door jamb. Now we'll do your driver door frame. There's some marks up here. I don't know what the heck that's from, but probably somebody trying to break into the car. But it's not rusting, and it's not rusty or anything. Actually, really nice shape. Look, even those little side marker lights are working. That's fantastic. The door itself looks pretty good. Oh, and here's what's cool. Check this out. See the door lock? Push this. That just locked all the doors. Now, here's the bad part. Uh-oh, I left the keys in there, and the truck is running. But for the first time ever, somebody actually gave me the code. And there you go. See that? The door pops open. I will keep that key tag that has that code on it for you, so you can memorize it. And I love that, man. You want to run in the store but keep your car warm? You lock it with it running, and then you just pop that code, out you come, and your car's nice and warm. Or in the summer, vice versa, it's nice and cool. All right, left front fender. Looks okay, not great, you know, a couple little, you know, ding there, a couple little marks there. Again, folks, I don't want to just keep hammering this, but it is a 97. Now, the hood shined up okay. It didn't come out fantastic, but it actually looks pretty good. Coming around to the front. All right, now as you can see, it looks like all the lights are working. All right, the front bumper actually appears to be in pretty nice shape. One thing you can always tell is go down low. Check that, and let's take a look underneath here. There we go, let it adjust. And you can see there you go, you got a good look underneath. Now, like every vehicle I have, heart and soul of that is the engine. And this is the almost bulletproof 4-liter, 6-cylinder Ford engine. I mean, they've made millions and millions of these engines right here. And they are just as reliable as a clock. All right, and here we go. Let me see if I can rev this up without getting my fingers caught in something. Now, I don't know about you, but I am very impressed by the way that engine sounds. No high rev knocks. There's no lifter noise. There's no valve train noise. I mean, this thing runs mechanically 100%. Here is your hood. Oh, I gotta mention, see this? You don't get this. All right, you're gonna have to make your own. It's a stick to hold the hood up. Look at that, even the little lights going. The reason why I see those little pistons there and there, they're probably $10 or so at the parts store. You replace those, the hood works. But you know what? That'll be up to you, or you can just do it like I do it and use the stick. It even has, as you can see, the guard so you don't get stone chips, which is nice because the only chip on this really is that one spot right there. It's pretty much stone chip free, which I think is great on an older vehicle. If they don't have the bug shield, you have a mess. Even has a New Jersey State inspection sticker. Now it's only valid for another 2 months, but still 2 months is 2 months that you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so here we go. Just a sharp looking vehicle. Like I said, you know, I'm not crazy about the way there's white outline letters in the back and not in the front, but you can fix that easy enough if you need to. Let's take her for a spin. All right, folks, gonna take it for a ride. It's starting to rain a little bit now, so you know, hey, you get to see how the auto 4-wheel drive works. When I take off, you'll see we won't be skidding all over the place. Now, I'm starting something I'm trying to do new is I do what's called a warm start. I used to just do the start at once at the beginning of the video, you know, but then people are like, well, hey, listen, does it start when it's warm? How do I know? So here's how we know. There you go. Starts right up. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. And as you can see, there are no check engine lights still, no warning lights, and I have it up to temperature. So you can definitely see that, it works. You get to actually watch the windshield wipers operate too. They are delay wipers, which is always nice to have. And as soon as the traffic clears, we'll take off. And now we're in auto 4-wheel drive, which is pretty much all you're gonna need. About the only time you'd ever want to put it in 4x4 high is if you're in severe snow. You know, like it's snowing like crazy and there's already 6 inches on the ground. Then you might want to consider putting it in 4x4 high. That way the computer's not back and forth with the 4x4. 4 low, if you ever need 4 low, you probably shouldn't have gone out that day. But it's there for if you're stuck in a really deep snow drift or you're towing something, you know, really heavy and you're stuck in mud. But other than that, you really are never going to use that. I don't think I ever used it in any of my vehicles, other than really special circumstances. The truck feels like it goes down the road nice and straight. Doesn't feel like it wildly pulls one way or the other. Rides pretty nice. As you can see, I'm talking in a normal tone and voice, so it's not that loud. It's actually nice and quiet in here. All right, we're going to turn around right here. The brakes feel really good on this thing. And actually what I'm going to do is when we go back, I will do a brake test for you. And that's not really, you know, it's not like the greatest thing in the world, but you know, it helps you a little bit to see, you know, how the brakes are. And I'll explain that, but here, I'm going to shut up and let you listen. Just shifted into overdrive at 50 miles an hour. No problem with acceleration. You heard how good the engine is. This is a fantastic running vehicle. The automatic overdrive works. I've tested that. The only thing I haven't tested actually is the cruise. And the cruise works. There you go. I just turned it on. Now I turned it off. It works perfectly. Okay, brake test. Basically what I'm going to do is pull into this vacant lot across the street from my place. I know where there's a patch of loose gravel. I'm going to slam on the brakes, let go of the steering wheel. Keep your eyes on the steering wheel. You want to look to see if it swings wildly one way or the other. All right, so here we go. I'm going to pull into the lot. Find my little patch of gravel here. There we go. Let go of the steering wheel and... Okay, I got great news for you. Yes, this does have anti-lock brakes and it does operate. I don't know if you could tell, but when you see the wheel do this thing really fast, that means the brakes are going back and forth trying to find grip. And you might have been able to hear the anti-lock brake booster or pump going. I don't know if you could hear that on the video or not. So not only do we have a fantastic running vehicle, I think this is the perfect vehicle for your kid. A lot of kids these days, they want an SUV, but who wants to spend huge SUV money on a new driver? I mean, you know, what if they smash it into, you know, a guardrail or, you know, something other jerky thing that kids will do? Believe me, I got 3 teenage boys. I know about the jerky things they can do. This is also a safe vehicle. All-wheel drive, dual airbags, anti-lock brakes. I mean, this thing has exactly what you want. Okay, we're going to test the 4-wheel drive now. Now, where we're sitting is probably on a 15-20 degree up angle gravel driveway. If this were 2-wheel drive or the 4-wheel drive were not operating, when I step on the gas, all you would see is the truck sit still and spit gravel out of the back. But this is now an all-wheel drive, so listen up and listen for the gravel. All right, did you see how it took off? But it did spit a little bit of gravel right in the beginning. It's supposed to. Remember, this is auto 4-wheel drive, meaning it's not always in 4x4 because the computer has to think about it for a second and decide, oh, do I need to put it in 4-wheel drive or not? Now, I put it in 4x4 high. Okay, the little 4-wheel drive light goes on, and now we'll do it again. So I'll be quiet, listen up. Here we go. Oops, I got to take it out of reverse too. That was pretty stupid. All right, let's try that again. Here we go. Now, if you'll notice, we took right off without the gravel spitting underneath. And I'm going to put it in neutral and put it in 4 low, which I don't even know why I waste my time doing it, but it's in 4-wheel low. The light went on to tell me so. All right, we'll back up and we'll do it all over again. This changes everything. When you put it in 4-wheel low, by the time I get to the top of this gravel driveway, which I'm going to say is 100 feet long, it will have shifted through all 4 gears. So it changes all of that. All right, we ready? Listen up. See, we are now in 4th gear overdrive and we're doing 20 miles an hour. So obviously with 4x4 low, you're not gonna go anywhere really fast. So like I said, you're probably never ever gonna use it, but I do like to demonstrate that it works for the sheer reason that when you buy something, people want to know that everything that, you know, that it came with works, basically. And in this particular case, this thing is mechanically, like I said, I give it 100% because I can't think of anything mechanically that does not work in this truck. Now I just got to take it out of 4 low, which is sometimes a challenge with these things. There we go. I just heard, you can hear the transfer case click. It's now in 4 low, or I'm sorry, 4 high, and now we're back into auto 4x4. Okay, let's do a recap on this nice truck. This is a 1997 Ford Explorer XLT with the automatic 4-wheel drive, pretty loaded up. It's mechanically, I would, like I said, I'm using the term 100%. I don't think, but you know, I mean, yeah, I don't know of anything wrong with this vehicle. Other, you know, I mean, you know, it does show some wear and tear and that sort of thing, but it's only got 141,000 miles, which, as I said, for 97 model year is very low mileage. So the mileage is great. The truck runs great. It actually looks really, really good. So let me step back and we're going to take one more walk around it. The exhaust is in great condition. You know, it looks like all the lights work on it. You know, all the important safety features, the anti-lock brakes. There's no airbag lights on. I mean, this is a complete, ready to go 4x4. I honestly would have no problem hopping in this vehicle and driving almost anywhere in the United States. In fact, about the only thing I would even consider doing to this truck if I bought it would be changing the oil. That's about it. All right, and as I always do, I hope that this vehicle goes to someone who needs a good, reliable, very inexpensive 4x4. Thanks.